welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. O, and this is Angelic Wellness. So today I want to talk about when you find something that works for you, health-wise, you need to keep doing it. So the reason why I'm talking about this is a lot of times I'll have patients come in to the clinic, and I usually start by asking them what has worked for you in the past. And most of the time they are not coming to see me because they want to talk about what's worked in the past. They're hoping that I have some new trick in the bag, or maybe this new drug that their friend is taking that's working for their friend, and they want that. And I always go back and say, no, well, let's talk about what's worked for you in the past, because that new drug might not be the thing for you. It might not even help. It might give you complications. Let's talk about what's worked and figure out or find out why that worked for you, and maybe we do that again. So I've had a lot of patients say something like, yeah, I mean, I did Weight Watchers and that worked. My first thing is, so why aren't you doing that still? Why aren't you going back to that? And to be honest, most patients, if they're honest with themselves, and including me, it's because that was hard. It was hard to stick with. It was a long process. Even though it worked, it was slow. I wasn't losing a pound every day, you know, like, so I want that faster thing that my girlfriend is doing, that, you know, she's claiming she's losing, you know, half a pound every day. I want to lose half a pound every day, not half a pound every week. You know, so that's really the reason why we kind of ditch what worked and try to jump on the next shinier, newer, greener object. So I try to bring patients back to that there's a reason why that worked for you. Like, whatever you did before, that worked. There's a reason. There's something biochemically in your own body that method agreed with. And maybe it's the portion control. Maybe it allowed you to kind of pay more attention, be more mindful of what you're eating and putting in your body. Maybe it made you stop eating the things that were spiking your blood sugar and making your insulin go high, which was making you hungry all the time. Something about that method worked. And for your body chemistry, we need to really dig in. We need to find out if it's because it helped you to cut the portions down. Maybe the portion is the problem, and that's the reason why you've not been able to lose. So whatever that method helped you to accomplish, that thing we have to learn from it, okay? So now let's talk about, once we figure out, okay, that's the method we're gonna go back to, we're gonna use that. Why do a lot of patients stop doing the plan that actually worked for them? And the answer to this question is that they have been misled. A lot of us medical practitioners are to blame. We have misled patients that obesity and excess body weight, being overweight, is a, you know, person problem. Like, it's the patient that has a problem and they've caused this thing, and once they fix it, then it's done. But we don't treat obesity and excess body weight like chronic disease that it is. A lot of patients with high blood pressure or high cholesterol, we kind of understand that that can be a chronic disease, and we treat it as such. And so when we see a patient with high blood pressure and we start them on blood pressure medication, we usually don't go, okay, you're going to take this for 3 months, and then once your blood pressure is down to 120/80, we're done. No, we don't do that, right? We say, well, this is your blood pressure medicine. We're going to stay on it. Every 3 months or so, we're going to check your blood level, make sure your kidney's handling it well, make sure your liver's handling it well. But we don't really take them off this meds, do we? So why do we do that for obesity? When a patient comes and they're struggling to lose weight, they have struggled so much they're now 30 pounds overweight, 40 pounds overweight, 100 pounds overweight. And then we help them figure out a method or a plan that helps to get that weight off, and they're now at an ideal body weight, and then we say, okay, you're done, see you as needed. No. Most patients are going to regain weight if they do not have a maintenance plan. The truth is the maintenance plan is just as strict as the plan that helped to get the weight off. So a lot of patients have been misled to believe that once they get to their goal weight, they've lost the 30 pounds, they've lost the 40 pounds, that they're done. And because they feel that they're done, a lot of them go back and start eating wrong again, start eating a bigger portion again, stop exercising as routinely, they start to drink the alcohol with the girlfriends in the weekends again, they start all the same habits that caused the weight gain in the first place. And outside of those that maybe we did find a thyroid problem, or maybe we found some, metabolic issue like diabetes and stuff like that that we are managing, a lot of times weight loss patients are just left in the dust and they're expected to just maintain this weight off magically. And that doesn't happen. Most of them regain weight, maybe even higher than where they started, because now they've gone through a period where their body was really restrictive in the calories and their metabolism was shot, right? So now they've regained the weight, they're feeling ashamed that they've regained the weight, they're not going back to the doctor because they feel ashamed, and now it's just a vicious cycle, okay? So what we're doing wrong is that we're not letting you understand that this is a chronic thing. Once you get to the point where your body is able to hold on to that amount of excess body fat, we have to stay on top of it, and chronically, and especially during periods of high stress. Because what is your body going to do is during periods of high stress, that level of cortisol signals to your body that, hey, you need to hold on to fat to get us through this crazy period that we're going through. Your body wants to hold on to fat during periods of stress. Okay, so you have to now have that understanding that, hey, for me as someone that struggled with weight, I have to pay even more attention to my weight when I'm under a lot of stress. I have to pay even more attention to my diet when I'm under a lot of stress. Because otherwise, yes, that is the period of time when I'm more likely to regain weight because my defenses are down. I'm more likely to snack on the wrong things because my body wants it, right? So we have to work on this understanding and continue to work on the thing that worked and not quit. Okay, just like we don't quit with your blood pressure or your cholesterol or your diabetes, same way we have to work with your obesity, your excess body weight, and make sure that we're staying on top of it. So I usually tell my patients, you have to continue to weigh every week and keep yourself within 1 to 2 pounds. If you're starting to see that you're gaining more than 1 to 2 pounds, something is off. We have to start getting on top of it. Don't let it get to 5 pounds. Don't let it get to 7 and 10 pounds and 15 and more, because at that point you just throw in the towel and go, oh, I've gained it all back, right? So we don't want to get there. We try to keep it within 1 to 2 pounds. That's a normal fluctuation that the body can have within a day or two, right? We can go up 1 to 2 pounds based on water shift and different things. That's okay, but higher than that, we have to stay on top of it. We have to get back to the doctor and say, hey, I don't know what's happening, but I'm noticing that my weight is inching the wrong direction. This is what has changed, this is what hasn't changed, and so on, and get back at it, okay? So that is very important, is that once you find something that's working, we need to continue to work it and not give up and not say, oh, I'm at my weight goal now, so, oh, I'm done. No, we're not done. This is a chronic thing. We're going to keep working at it. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice that you have to continue to make, to continue to be good, and continue to stay healthy, okay? So that's the point of this video. I hope that resonates with you. If you have an opinion different from that, please comment in the section below. I would love to hear it. I would like to us to debate this topic a little bit more and see, I want to learn how you dealing with it once you're done and you're at your goal, okay? I'll see you on the next one.